On today's episode, Nick predicts Darcy will become Squirrel Girl, Steve devises a plan that will only need $2 trillion in taxpayer money, and Casey has an axe to grind.
So hear me out. It's only $2 trillion in taxpayer money.
So much money.
It really is, but it isn't. Hear me out. We're going to mine that asteroid that's out in the belt that will net us, what is it, like $10 quadrillion? Hello, we're doing this. I already called Biden. He's all in. He said, come on, man. No one's not going to do it.
Did you got him taken away from his Mario Kart with his granddaughter?
I'm the reason why they had to stop playing.
Instantly the best guy. Like, what are you doing? I'm playing Mario Kart, dude. Calm down. I'll do stuff later.
It was also interesting because that was the arcade, or at least the photo I saw, it was the arcade Mario Kart too, so it wasn't...
Yeah, which is like, okay,
yeah.
I'm going to reserve comments.
Dope.
Oh, anyways, welcome to the Sinkhole. I'm Steve.
I'm Nick.
I'm Casey.
So, yeah, $2 trillion. I hope you're all ready for it.
Yep.
We're going to mine that.
What are you going to do? How are we going to get to mine the asteroid with only $2 trillion?
We're just going to throw the money at Elon Musk and say, work your magic,
Do
Daddy.
Daddy Elon, take us to the asteroid.
He's like, whoa, I'm still doing my thing with Peanut Man right now. I can't get around to your thing yet.
Exactly.
I got to take these random people into space and hope to God we can land because every test has failed.
Right?
They learn a lot, and the increase of actual success has increased each year.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying there's eventually going to be people on it, and it's good. They just hope they get it figured out by then. Is all.
I just hope that they made whoever like signed on and is all approved sign a waiver saying that yeah. I mean, I'd do it.
Oh hell yeah!
That's the worst.
Right.
What's the worst that could happen?
Worst thing that happens is die in a fire explosion.
Yeah, but how cool is that?
Yeah,
If it does not explode, you're now the first person on Mars.
Yeah.
Not just first person, first colonist.
But also, if you die because of the explosion, your name is in history saying you're the first person to die due to private space travel.
I don't know. That's actually pretty bad.
I actually don't want that asterisk. I just want to hang out with Challenger up there and be like, no, you guys get your own cool space heaven. Is all.
In space alone.
For the right to die in space. It's not a right, it's a privilege. Like a library card.
Oh, man, it is.
Yeah, I know, right?
Gosh dang.
So we're doing this new intro, which we're 2 in. It's better than the past 36. I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
So I was over at a buddy's house on Monday playing some Digimon, and the card game's really good. Like the brand, it just came out. It's great. It's a very good game. So we were playing that, and like I've uploaded a bunch of videos. He's kind of got his own channel that he's doing. So he wanted to record something. So we record it. Now, people are not me, and they, have a phone on a tripod. That's fine. Mm-hmm. But you need to understand that when you record with such equipment that you will hear things in the ether. Mm-hmm. And his wife, much like the spirit, who you hear from time to time saying something in the background that's very inappropriate or just completely random, he literally opens up the show. He's like, greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome to Penis! Everybody's going on like his wife just screams in the background. I'm like, that's in the first minute. It's a good thing you're not making money because you wouldn't. I just thought it was really funny.
So my dad has figured out how to already get banned on YouTube.
That's impressive. He's just hopping social medias of what he's banned from.
Yep.
Why?
Not why.
He's
how we know. We know
he's
his
archiving all these like just dumb little like. When I say dumb, I don't mean it's dumb, Dad. Not that you listen to this, anyways.
Thanks, Mom.
Yes.
Don't tell Dad.
Yes. No, he'll do like little like usually with Facebook Live, like a 2-minute thing. He's just messing around at the cigar shop.
Okay.
Usually with different filters on and all this. Well, I was looking at it today. He uploaded 25 videos today, all between 1 minute and 5 minutes. Just him rambling around with different things. But there's one of them where he's in. It's a filter that makes you look like you're wearing the Joker face paint.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And he's taking the camera going in and out like this. And he's like, what did he say? He said something about, that's it. we're just going to take them all out or something like that. And he turns the camera to a customer that's in the shop going, George, what are you doing? And then it just cuts. And he's like, yeah, I can't upload videos now. I don't know why. And it's like, well, because the algorithm thinks you just murdered someone.
Is it on his account or the store's account?
He created a store account because we're going to just start doing like small little, like upload 1-minute reviews and stuff like that and showcase new stuff. But it's like,
you should get rid of all these videos.
And he's like, well, I don't get why I can't upload now or what. He's like, what's a community strike? And I'm like,
oh no,
and I'm
really?
like, that means somebody watched it.
Someone literally said no.
Right. I was like, that's
So
because like,
it's
at
not
first I'm
even
like,
the
the
algorithm?
algorithm, heard something. I was like, oh, it's probably because I was like, there's one of them, and he's just like, I'm bleeping trapped in the bleeping unit, bleep, bleep. Like this. It's like, well, that's why. Like,
Yeah.
you got that. It's because you hit the algorithm enough because, and I told him, it's like, you can't swear within like the first 5 minutes. After that, you're golden. He's like, but they're only 1-minute videos. And I'm like, well, then you just can't swear if you wanted to actually like gain any traction.
Yeah, right?
And so I watched the video and I'm like, yeah, no, that's somebody within YouTube flagged that video.
Someone's like, no.
Somebody's like, wait, this guy just uploaded 30 videos in a 10-minute span. What's going on?
This is something that is meant for... There's hold on, I got a couple things here. One, this is Instagram story stuff because it'll go away after 24 hours.
Yes.
Let's start with that. Like, this should not be individual uploads. That's where things become a big problem. Just do it on stories and you got to worry about it.
YouTube has a similar feature.
Correct. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, they do. I forget what
They
it's
have those
called.
cards or
But
whatever.
whatever. The point is, it's
Yeah.
not an actual uploaded video.
Yes.
Like, it's just there and then it goes away. And it's meant for those ones that are less than a minute or whatever.
Yep.
And if you do it on Instagram, it'll also do the same thing on Facebook. Like, my
Yeah.
Insta stories paste to my Facebook stories, whatever. Funny thing number 2. I love... Parents are so funny. Our kids are screwed because we're gonna know. They'll be like, guys, we grew up literally from the beginning. Like, there's not gonna be something that we don't.
Right.
So sorry. So the fact that he's doing like the physical arm movement when all you have to do is just move your thumb up or move your thumb down and it does the zoom in for you, so you don't have to move your arm is hilarious to me. Because I just picture him like sitting like in the chair at the front of the store, like, "Hey, what's up, Facebook?"
Exactly.
Someone just walks by, like, "What the hell is that guy doing?"
I just can't wait for him to like finally get, like calm down with that side of things, but then to go just come up with his own, smash that like button, hit subscribe, make sure you hit the bell in the corner, all this. Anyway, so I smoked the cigar, it was okay. And then that's the video.
God, I hate the bell more than anything.
The worst thing is, the most painful to me at least, was, so he uploaded all those and I was looking at the channel statistics. He already has like 250 views.
How many of them are him rewatching his own stuff, though?
Good question.
Like,
Don't know.
at least 6%.
Probably. But it's still one of those things where I'm like, are you kidding me? What?
Because he's just got other people that he just posted
Yep.
who
No,
have
exactly.
nothing
It's probably
else
like
to
him
do.
just sharing it out to friends or like, people who are, again, in that same age range that probably follow just like 3, they signed up for the notification, so they get a notification. Oh, George posted a video. I wonder what this one is. Not, but it's like, come on.
God. Amazing. So I started a new company
Okay.
Nice.
called Expert Productions.
Okay.
Yes, we had to get the pun. So my buddy Pete and I, we've been talking and have been working on our business plan to go and do, like, I'm trying to talk to City of North Ridgeville to do their board meetings, because it's just a single webcam at the far end of the like, it's not good. And there's other places that aren't good, and we know other city council people from all over Northeast Ohio, and we're trying to do more stuff like that and shoot commercials and things like that. So we put on our first big production over the weekend, and it was our axe throwing finals. We got over 2,000 views that day, like, not including what has happened like post the live stream. And other venues in the area saw it, and we're already trying to work with them to do more stuff, which is cool.
Nice.
And we were originally going to do KP Productions. Turns out there's a bunch of those.
Yeah.
Like, mostly in France. But there are a couple in the States, like Massachusetts and somewhere else. So I was like, okay. And I was like, well, everyone likes a good axe pun, and since that's the first thing we did, production companies never actually need to have a name that makes any kind of sense whatsoever.
Just memorable.
So we just did that. And we've already got some work coming in, which is going to be cool. But the random views out of nowhere, we just posted it on Waddle, and it freaking flew. And I am stoked to be able to do more and more stuff because we're already buying more equipment.
Hell yeah.
Fun.
I placed 4th.
Nice.
That's not bad.
Out of 22.
Yeah.
It's great.
That's good.
for I've been throwing for a month and 24 days. It was literally the first.
But remember, if you ain't first, you're fourth.
Stop it. I'm getting there. Are you guys joining in spring?
When's that?
It starts at 3 p.m. the week of the last Sunday in March.
I'll look into it.
28.
Maybe. My Sundays are now like in a weird state of flux.
Oh.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
I'll be there all day throwing in both leagues.
Nice.
Because you might as well, because rec is free.
Mm-hmm.
And your day fee covers the whole thing anyway. Even though I have the big one.
The big one.
The big one.
The big one.
I throw every day, and I don't pay. Well, I paid once for the whole month.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that's the smarter way to go financially.
Your sister wasn't bad.
It's
Kyle wasn't bad.
Well, he has a bunk shoulder, so.
I don't know, because get better.
I know.
Get good, kid. They weren't bad. They did pretty good.
Yeah.
Right on.
I like it. It's fun. It's good times. Got my regional next weekend.
Hell yeah.
Going and this weekend we're going out to Sandusky to take Meredith out for her first time. And the place looks okay. It's called Noble Axes. It's like I don't know. Maybe there's a word for this. Is there a word of like a duplex, but it's businesses? Like it's technically one building, but there's like there's the left door and the right door, but they're like two separate businesses, but they're one building, like a duplex.
It's just a suite.
Yeah, but like I would think of a suite if there's like a line, like a long, like an outlet mall or something, or like a business.
I don't know
park.
what
I
don't know what the term.
I didn't know if it actually has one or not.
I think I would just default with suite.
Whatever. We're going to a storeplex and build whatever, and it's like 3 floors. It looks cool, but they have 4 lanes, which is nothing, and they're not Waddle affiliated. So that's more what I want to know is like, okay, if you're not willing to pay the fee to be Waddle, like how good are your people that run this place? Do you just happen to have an axe thing and none of you actually can throw well?
Right.
Or is it hard to get Waddle?
You just have to pay. It's just a fee.
Oh,
and then you have to be certified.
Yeah.
So the people that work there have to be, and not even all of them have to be official judges, but the owners have to be official judges, which all it is, you take a test, which I'm working on taking the test, so I can be one. And then if you are one, anywhere you go, if it's a Waddle sanctioned event, you can judge it, and like you're qualified essentially.
Yeah.
That's it. But like that's the reason why the standard has a fee, because that goes towards help paying to be Waddle affiliated.
Makes sense.
Like a bowling league. It's the same thing you pay to get AIFF or whatever the heck it is. No, what's AIFF?
American Industrial Fluids Foundation.
That might be real.
Yeah.
What is it? Wait, what's the bowling association?
I don't know.
It's on all the bowling pins.
I've never looked at a bowling pin other than when I throw a ball at it once every 10 years.
Wow, they really just have bowl.com. Good for them.
I don't trust it.
I can't remember. I know, like, whatever the pins have, whatever the logo is for whatever the overall parent company is or association.
Yeah.
So it's like that. So we'll see. It'll be interesting. It can look as cool as it want, but if the people suck,
Yeah.
So I'm going in and like I told her, I was like, hey, they should show you what to do, and then I'm going to tell you what to do. But I'm just curious at what they're going to end up coming out with, which I think will be interesting.
Yeah.
Hey, when do you guys think that the NBA, the National Bowling Association, that seems too simple. When do you think that started?
1943.
I was going to say the same thing.
Were you really?
Yeah. My mind was thinking 1943.
Cool, you're both wrong. 1939.
Ah.
So close.
Oh, that's why I knew AIFF. It's the audio interchange file format. Thank you.
Oh, good God.
I export in that. That's why I knew it. I was like, why does AIFF sound familiar?
Not
at all.
Not industrial.
No, what? I don't know what you said.
American
Fluids.
industrial
Yeah.
Yeah, you know those
A
industrial
sperm bank.
Never mind.
I don't know of anything big that came out besides BlizzCon stuff.
Well, there was some stuff today
Yeah.
that just randomly came up with EA allowing their studios to actually
Yes.
do whatever projects they want to
That
do.
part's good.
That one is intriguing. So the chief studios officer, Laura Miley or
I think it's
Melly?
Melee.
Came out saying that she wants developers to focus on handling franchises themselves, so gamers can get what they want or something along those lines.
But if
it's
it's
just
EA, we're not going to get what we want.
So
right. I think the stipulation is you got to make sure you have a certain level of monetization. You can do whatever you want with the franchise. You could even take in different genres or revive dead franchises. Just find a way to heavily monetize this without EA Front 2 level backlash.
I saw a great response to that was, oh, cool. EA is going to do this. The studio is going to make a game that is not commercially successful, and then EA is going to retract this policy because, well, we gave the players what they wanted. They didn't support it.
Yeah.
But
They're still going to win Worst Company of the Year.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like they do every year.
But
that's not going to change.
all I saw with that is, oh, cool. They sat there, saw that, what's their names? Respawn.
Yeah.
Made them $2 billion on Apex, and we're like, okay, you guys can finally make Titanfall 3.
Yeah. Oh, congratulations. You earned enough money for our company. Now you can do whatever you want.
Well, and I can actually understand it from a standpoint of, like, if I'm hypothetical, if I'm a big game developer or what is EA's?
Publisher.
If I'm a big publisher, I'm not going to throw money behind companies that aren't going to be able to make money, or if it's not going to.
So,
but
what's the counterpoint though of like they go and they buy companies that were successful and then they immediately become not
Kill them.
successful?
Right.
Kill them. There's a whole graveyard that EA has done.
That's the part that I always hate.
no.
Like,
Not
Mythic.
Pandemic.
I don't know who that. Oh wait,
Pandemic was the original
Battlefront.
That's what it is.
And then they did Saboteur.
Mythic Games, the guys that made the original Dark Age of Camelot, and they were also publishing Ultima. Then EA bought them and turned them into EA Mythic, and every game that they made turned to garbage.
Yeah.
So, Warhammer Online was a great game, and they killed it. And now the fans remade the game and making their own content for it.
Yep.
Because it was a good game. EA just sucks.
Yep.
Challenge everything.
it's in the game.
Give us your wallet.
Yeah, just say it.
Yeah.
Just say it.
Yeah.
EA's, okay, guys.
Right? But
Just give me that credit card. You want to play the single player offline game? I still need a credit card information from you, please.
Remember,
You still-
SimCity, when that launched, you
I don't
had
wanna
to
talk
have
about
online connectivity.
I don't want to talk about it.
Don't get why.
Yeah. It had no multiplayer aspect, but you needed to be online all the time. No, like, you actually got booted out of your game session if your computer lost internet
Was
access.
it DRM?
It
Like
w- it
really
was-
bad DRM?
Yeah.
Weird.
You're controlling how a person plays a game. That's DRM, regardless of how they do it.
I guess you're right.
Yeah. It's interesting. So we have EA doing this, and we have Gooby focusing on quadruple A plus XD games, and not so much on triple A.
Yes. They've moved past AAA.
We're seeing interesting. Oh, and then Rockstar said that they're going to double down on single player content. I think 2K in turn was also saying the same thing. There's very interesting shifts in the very big developer or publishers going on right now.
I think the issue is, I'm not even an issue. I just think it's the way of the world right now. Is it's more financially successful, and people are more likely to buy things sooner than wait 3 years for the next major thing.
Yeah.
And you can blame stuff like Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, Halo Once Upon a Time, where like Call of Duty and Assassin's Creed alone. Call of Duty alone, every year you get a new title.
Yep.
Madden, every year you get a new title. So people are always getting something new. So why put all the time and effort into something gigantic if they can just put something out and either make DLC or make more stuff for it?
Right.
Which is fine with me. Like I love a good season pass.
Yeah.
It's got to be good though. Like, if I'm going to buy something at 60 and your season pass is 50, that next year better be like full legit, like 4+ hours per content.
Yep.
I need another game equal or, 20% less time than the main storyline.
Yeah.
In total. That's what I want.
So Rainbow Six showed off their first season for year 6 of content called Crimson Heist. And before, in the past 5 years of its existence for Siege, it was you bought a year pass. And that year pass gave you access to the operators a week early, gave you a discount in the store, and some other goodies. This is the first year that they're getting rid of that. And if you want the operator early, you have to buy that season's season pass. I don't know what the price is off the top of my head. But they're getting rid of the year pass because in year 5, you could buy the year pass, and then also there were seasonal battle passes.
Yeah.
Now they're getting rid of the year pass, and then
They're just forcing you to buy the individual.
Yeah.
They're doing the more okay.
They're being on par with everyone else, but it was just a very interesting transition. And I think the other part too, going off of what you were saying, is people are liking games lasting longer because it validates how much time they spent and how much money they spent, and when it can hop generational platforms and that progress continues, that's even more rewarding to the player base to keep them, which is one way to loop this all even more together. That's one reason why BioWare did not want to include Mass Effect 3's multiplayer, because they didn't know how to incorporate the people that still were diehard players of the Mass Effect co-op to this day since 2012, how to reward them and not just say, start from scratch, which I'm pretty sure there's going to be some fans that would be like, I'm fine with starting from scratch just because, hey, it'll be a fun experience to start from scratch. Yeah.
I like a good battle pass.
Yes.
I have problems with bad battle passes like Red Dead Online and all of the problems that they caused with their battle pass.
Yeah, I'm confused about everything going on with Red Dead Online because it's been, I don't know, since the game came out, when I told you guys the story of griefing and all that, where it's like, oh, cool, it's like the Wild West, but not fun. Just let me play the game. Just let me play.
So in the Red Dead Battle Pass, what's in that? Is it just like crappy skins and
it was skins. There was a way if you so like the problem was if and I'm trying to remember this off the top of my head. It was something about the seasons themselves were shorter than other battle passes. Mm-hmm. And you could not, the whole gimmick of like the big battle pass, like Call of Duty does it, you can recoup the money that you would have spent if you max out the pass.
Yeah.
Essentially. Like if you didn't buy it outright and buy your level 99 or whatever to unlock every single thing because you spent the whole money to unlock it all. If you just did it all in general, you could recoup what the cost would have been, so then you can buy the next one, I guess, is the gimmick.
Yeah.
But, like, the good stuff was not good. Like, the stuff you got was, like, of a lesser quality than what you got if you just played the game. Some of the skins, like, weren't good, or, like, you would unlock the skin, but you still had to buy the skin with the in-game currency. Like, you didn't just get it.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, it was like, they just did a really bad... It was just bad.
There was an issue with that when the game first launched for horses. So what people were doing was killing other players' horses because it costs you in-game currency to get the horse back. Kind of like the hospital system in Grand Theft Auto,
or just in GTA 5, you could blow up a player's car, but it only costs like $5,000.
Oh yeah, no, this was like if you were a beginning, well, you could get the insurance.
Yeah, that's what.
So if you were a beginning player that's trying to complete the opening stuff, so you could get to be able to purchase those things, you couldn't. Somebody could come up, kill your horse, and you'd be stuck without being able to get another horse until you complete these missions that you need a horse to complete. But I think they put the cost at one point was something like if I don't remember how the in-game currency with Red Dead worked, because there was gold, there were gold bars, gold nuggets, silver, and then regular money. But I think just to get a basic horse was like 500 silver or a half gold bar. When you start off the game, you find out that I think it's like every $1,000 is one silver bar. You're in the Wild West at a time where they tried to make the economy somewhat realistic of, oh, you did this job, you got $9.
Yeah.
Congratulations. So yeah, if I could see them doing that, I can see them really just making it, again, only beneficial to people who are spending a ton of money. Now, I do know that Rockstar is somewhat good with, if they make a mistake, even if you haven't played, you could just log in and reap the benefit of it, which happened to me a couple times in the early days where they were like, oh, the servers were down for 5 hours. And it's like, well, I was at work during those 5 hours. May as well log in and get the one gold bar that's free type of thing. Or as I found, there was a little exploit for certain weapons to unlock by doing that, where it's like, oh, log in during a certain window and you get this gun for free at any gun shop. All right, cool. I happened to just log in early in the morning. Got it. Thank you.
I was about to say that's the same similar bonus that we got with Avengers, but also we suffered through Avengers, so we rightfully deserved those.
Yeah. I wouldn't say suffered through. I'd say disappointingly grinded a lot.
Yes.
And had fun doing it, mainly trying to role play as characters.
And then just always hearing one person's system crash.
That was my favorite part.
Yeah.
The roulette of nightly playing the game of whose is crashing tonight.
I think historically Evan had the most.
Yes. Evan had the most. I had the second most.
And I only had one crash.
One time. Yep.
Only one time. And I'm not going to count the whole, we have a black load screen and one of us has to back out so everyone else can load in.
Yeah,
I'm not counting that.
That was just, I think, there's connectivity. Or server or whatever you want to call it.
Oh, the brilliance of a multiplayer game, and it can't function as a multiplayer game.
Problem with servers be peer-to-peer.
Yeah.
I should have just done peer-to-peer.
Well, speaking of multiplayer games and EA, BioWare is calling it quits on revamping Anthem into Anthem Next due to just the resource strain that Rona has caused, and BioWare needs the rest of its team to focus on Dragon Age, Mass Effect, and the Old Republic.
Yeah, I thought we knew there was a third coming out.
No, the
I'm
MMO.
sorry, the MMO.
Yeah. I was like slightly. I don't know how much of that because it was kind of vague. I'm pretty sure it was just more of just maintenance, keep up with some stuff, maybe add a few things here and there. I thought they were that's a pretty done game.
What?
Old Republic?
No,
they're still going.
It's an MMO, dude. They're literally you can't stop anything on an MMO.
No, that's right.
No,
it came out in 2012, so I wasn't sure.
They've done plenty of large. Well,
I know
chapter updates.
But I think wasn't the last big update somewhere between 15 and 17?
No, there was just one. There's like giant story updates every 4 months.
Oh, well, good for them.
Something like that. Yeah, they're still going. They're still going strong. There's a game that just had that end game was so. The only reason, again, like every MMO right out the gate, you need to have your end game figured out because people will poop sock to get there.
Yep.
And then if there's nothing to do, that's when people leave.
Yep.
And there was nothing to do. There wasn't a lot of raids. There wasn't what? Poop sock? You've never heard that term before?
I have not.
Yeah, well, you know exactly what happens.
Yes.
When you play WoW too much or any MMO and you don't want to leave, you just poop a sock. It's your poop sock.
Got nothing.
Yeah, no, that's an old term.
Yeah.
We talked about it earlier. But we're not going to go into. The core of Anthem and the idea was great. It was so rinse and repeat after an hour.
That's bad.
That was where the problem came in. Like everything was, hey, go here, stand in the circle, wait in the circle, kill 3 waves. Okay, go to the next place, do it again, and it was over and over and over. Like
Why does that sound so familiar?
Exactly. Like, that was the biggest problem. I was like, you can't have a game about being in giant armor and then also your circle is too small.
Yeah.
It's just dumb.
Because wasn't the lightest class like so mobile? Like I'm pretty sure that's an issue.
Oh, it was. Like you couldn't, the storm couldn't, like they literally had to go places and they just couldn't.
Yeah.
Like you'd get screwed. It was so dumb. But I was looking forward to this remodel because I was like, cool, you know where you messed up.
Yep.
And it's still if you have the PC that can run it,
oh yeah,
it's beautiful. Like stupidly good looking. Like the animations are some of the best animations I've ever seen. The water graphics are great. Everything.
Phenomenal.
It's a great game. Graphically, I bought it on PS4 the day it came out, and we played it in Virginia a ton. Like that was our thing. Then I rebought it on PC like last Christmas maybe because it was $6, and I said, why not? It's $6. Well worth the $6. So sucks to hear that it's not happening anymore. It was weird because it's been like 2 or 3 weeks since they had that meeting where they were supposed to decide what the future was going to be.
Yeah.
And it was quiet, and now it's everywhere.
Yeah.
I
I was hoping for a good comeback story because Destiny had that, The Division had that. No Man's Lie was probably the biggest, but that one kind of not exactly in the sense
Now they got pets.
always online. Yeah.
Battlefront 2 had that to an extent, but not as different game, different thing, but in terms of Second Life because they realized, crap.
Yep. So I was rooting for Anthem to do that, but overall, when I played the beta, nothing.
The beta was real bad.
Yeah, the beta was real bad, but at the same time too, the beta is supposed to be the teaser to get me hooked to buy the game, and I was not sold. So I'm kind of doing a mixture of sad, but also I'm gonna laugh because I'm gonna be a mean son of a bitch.
Second Life's a bad game too.
Yes.
We said Second Life a whole lot. I just want to make sure that no one plays Second Life.
Yes.
Ever. That's the only game I've ever gotten banned from numerous times.
How'd you manage that?
Don't worry about it.
Well, I got kicked out of a Battlefield Bad Company 2 server one time. The reason was USA.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it was because at the time I wanted to play, it was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and all the U.S. servers were like low population, so only Europe was available. And I had decent connection, around like 100, but still, the best like boot explanation I've ever gotten was simply USA. I'm like, all right.
You got it. I'm out of here. Deuces.
Speaking on that, so my wife sent me a meme the other day, or showed it to me of, it was like when you play a game online at 3 a.m. and it's just a guy sitting there looking confused, and it's just different, pretty much Southeast Asian languages all around. And she's like, what does this mean? I don't get it. And I'm like, it's like, well, think about the time zones. It's like at 3 a.m. here, it's what, 9 p.m. tomorrow over there. So that's the only people you get to play with. She's like, but I don't get why the guy's confused. I'm like,
because you can't read it.
Yeah.
Well, that you don't know what people are saying.
Yep.
And you're usually just getting outclassed at every opportunity.
Yep.
Part of the reason why I still get up so early, was on Saturdays and Sundays. The crew that I used to run in Matrix Online and PlanetSide with were mostly Brits. So I was up at 5 in the morning so I could play because they all happened to be over there.
Yeah.
And I was like, well,
I was in a, well, this is going to date me here.
I was in a sweet clan, dude.
Hell yeah. And with Resistance 2.
Whoa.
Man.
And it was these guys from Germany. They were, pardon the language, fucking awesome. I could have said that in the microphone.
I miss Resistance so much.
But I remember just randomly playing with them on a match. One of them sent a message like, "Hey, do you want to continue playing?" It's
Hey,
like,
you have good command skills. You want to play
exactly,
a game
like
with
that,
us?
Like
Yes.
you have good
Yes, we
KD
do.
ratio. Let's go. It's like, okay, weirdo. Yeah, sure, why not? And so it would
You're
be
a
like,
silly American boy. Come play.
exactly.
Yes, the only German accent I can do is gay German accent. Thank you, Beer Fest.
I mean, that's probably the only appropriate German accent versus every other one that I could think of, and they're all just screaming indistinct.
Truth.
Man, I missed those days playing with those guys. They were great.
Times were good.
I want to give me a full Resistance remaster.
How many? Aren't there 3 of them?
Yeah.
So we should be able to.
Technically 4 because there was a PSP.
Oh,
or
the PSP
one.
ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Vita, technically, you're right.
That'd be nice
but
if they did a nice.
I just love how it
remaster.
had each game. They kept evolving for it. Where I think the first one was more your like classic, Medal of Honor, Call of Duty style shooter. Then the second one was, when I say it, it was a complete clone of Halo.
Yeah.
Like that style. And then the third one was borderline survival horror. It was awesome. I loved the third one. That was so good. Never really understood what happened in the end of the game because it kind of felt rushed a little, but
Yeah.
the multiplayer for those games were hilarious.
I heard they were top notch. Isn't that the one where like
yeah.
bullets could go through? Am I thinking of a different shooter from Sony that had like crazy
There were different
guns that could shoot bullets that like went through walls
Yes,
or homed or something?
No, there were 2 different guns called the Bullseye. The Mark 1 could do like basic homing but did more damage. The Mark 2, the secondary fire was a
Needler on steroids.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
You
there
could
we go.
ping someone from across the map and just fire straight in the air, and every shot's hitting them. But it was real. It barely did any damage, so it's meant to be over time. There was a rifle called the Auger, which is a assault style rifle that could shoot through walls. But the more walls it passes through and barriers, the stronger it gets.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's like when you aim down sights, it's a thermal view, so you could actually see where people are. But when you did that, it slowed down the fire rate. But yeah, what a fun game, and it actually had I think it was the first person shooter that I ever played, at least with multiplayer, that had classes. Now that's speaking me. That's obviously a thing that existed, but for a PlayStation 3 exclusive where you're like, wait, what? That was awesome. Nothing like playing as just a heavy and just mowing people down in a game and we got to capture their command point. All right, everybody's playing as a sniper or this. I'm just going to roll in because I could have my own personal shield. F off.
Game was so good.
Stealth announced out of nowhere Republic Commando is coming to PS4 and Switch.
Yeah.
So I installed it on my PC because I bought it long ago with the Star Wars pack. For some reason, the mouse sensitivity is extremely high. Now, I know I have a high mouse sensitivity, but this is insane where I move my mouse just like a degree and it shoots across the screen. Oh, it is bad.
Nice.
Thank God you can use the arrow keys to get through the menu. Then I'm going through all the settings. The max resolution was like 1640 by 900 or something. It was really bad, but like nothing to actually fit the actual modern screens. So I keep going through, not thinking about anything. I turn on bitmap all the way to the max, keep going, save, go back to the main menu, hit new game, crashes right away. I'm like, well, this is great. So I go on the Steam forums, and one of the first responses is, turn bitmap back to off because on newer hardware it causes it to crash.
Oh, fun.
Like, great. So I'm like tempted to get it on PS4 or Switch just to avoid any of the shenanigans because I just want it to work. And from the trailer, the graphics look rather improved and polished. So fun. I just don't know if multiplayer's in it. Not like that matters.
It didn't look like it.
Right.
That's one where that's why when I sent that to you guys, all in my head is like, oh crap, I could finally play this.
Yeah.
Like actually play it without having to go to a friend's house.
Right. Oh yeah, because it was Xbox and PC only.
Yep.
Big game on my Ebba.
Ebba,
so good.
It was an Xbox exclusive.
Xbox fridge exclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still want that KFC machine.
One day.
That thing's wicked.
I want to make.
I hate that it's a good console. That's the real problem. Like the tech is actually good.
They're actually they're truly pushing forward with it.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was just a meme or not.
No.
Okay.
Then you get your Bud Light console right next to it.
Yeah.
And you got a fucking Bros Night.
Hell yeah. I'm in.
I won't buy the Bud Light one because it has Bud Light on it. I will buy a chicken console though, without question.
Right?
Well,
as long as it comes
practical.
with the squeegee of God. If it doesn't, I'm going to give it the squeegee of God.
What?
Taste of love.
Oh.
Taste of seduction. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Taste of
okay.
seduction. Got to get your squeegee from God.
Yeah.
It's a plus 10 item.
Dude.
The brilliance of using the heat generated from your electronics, genius.
Freaking KFC, you done it again. Do you see Taco Bell as a chicken sandwich, quote unquote?
What?
Is it like when they had the Bell Beefer back in the 80s and 90s?
No, it's like a normal, it looks like a taco, but it has like a gordita-esque shell, but then it's just a giant fried piece of chicken.
Ew. Why?
Why?
Because everyone has a chicken sandwich now.
I'm glad I don't work there anymore.
Whatever.
I'm going to eat it.
You know, back when I worked at
It looks
Taco Bell,
good.
they actually had
Looks real good. I'm going
Like-
to try it.
good food. I mean, it's all the same basically, but
The only thing
we still had Mexican pizza.
The only thing Taco Bell makes that I don't like is I think the nacho fries are whack.
Yeah.
Like, it has a Cajun seasoning on it, and they call it taco nacho fries. Like I don't know, I just give me fries with nacho sauce. Oh wait, I have it in my fridge. That's the only. It's like that's the one thing that I just go. It's a waste of time.
Yeah.
I did have. They've got the like BLT or BLCL whatever. Some like
Isn't it the bacon lettuce chalupa or whatever?
something like that. Whatever they got going on right now. I don't know if it's just the one that I had, but the shell was so terrible. I couldn't get it was uncomfortable to eat.
You just got to remember the chalupa shells are the the thick gordita shell, just deep fried.
I know. I'm not a big fan of the chalupa unless it's the double XL chalupa because then you get to eat a boat.
Well, that's true. That is.
That's the only
true.
time I get a chalupa.
I just miss when they actually used to experiment with really hot sauces. Oh, that was so good. When I was working there, they had the volcano, not the volcano sauce. It was like the precursor to that. It was some jalapeno heat where it was like a super hot chili sauce, steak, cheese, rice, I think, and then when we would make it, we weren't supposed to do it this way, but it was a metric ton of jalapenos because we weren't supposed to use a ton of them. It was, I think, for one, it was supposed to be 8 to 10, but we'd just take a scoop and just slop it on and then spread it out, and that would be it was fresh cut jalapeno on it, so it was one scoop was I want to say a half cup.
That's a lot of jalapenos.
That's a lot of that's
so
that's
much.
like 3 whole peppers.
That's so much.
So we'd make it that way
Oh my
because we'd
God.
ask people because it was one of those things we were like, well, that's not enough spice. So we'd ask people, it's like, do you want it? Do you want to
supersize your jalapeno?
Exactly. It would be. So do you want it? Do you want it? As offered, or do you want it spicy? And people were like, "Well, spicy. Isn't it supposed to be spicy?" It's like, "Okay, sir."
Do you want normal spice or do you want to cry?
Exactly. So
cry.
we'd do that, and then we found in making our own stuff, because that's the one thing I don't know if Taco Bell still allows you to do that, but if you're an employee there working, you can come up with your own creations, and if you could actually submit it to corporate, and if it gets picked up, you get $10,000 cash from them.
I think that kitchen still exists.
Yeah, I think that still exists. But so we would do quesadillas with the hot chili sauce, and we would do the instead of doing chicken, steak, or those are the only two options I just realized besides cheese. We'd do the actual chili mix, and it would just be the gooeyest mess. And it was amazing. And I remember we submitted the one time, and our manager comes to us and he's like, "Hey, so I got the feedback from the kitchen. They tried it out, and it literally just had 2 words: no way." Because it melts the entire tortilla when you put it on the grill, and it makes it the messiest thing. And we're like, "Yeah, but it's so good." And he's like, "You guys can keep making it, I guess, but we're not selling it."
Brilliant.
And then they got rid of the chili. So.
I didn't even remember they had chili.
Yeah, it was like a chili burrito or something stupid.
Oh.
It was just shredded chicken with a chili mix. It was weird.
I don't remember.
It was delicious. But yeah. Nick, do you ever make anything at Taco Bell when you did not work
Nick
there?
doesn't eat flavor.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Mayonnaise is spicy to Nick.
I'm the one who eats a bagel like a donut.
Okay.
You're an animal. Like what?
Yeah.
Okay, are we just talking like plain bagel? Are we talking about like everything? Sesame seed, Asiago?
None of that changes the fact if he eats a
No,
bagel
it
like
does.
a dagnut.
Okay. I love how we're just going to keep devolving this. A bagel? No, it does. Because if you get in everything, I can see that. You got enough flavor in it. If you're hungry enough.
Case is not accepted.
Here's what I'm going to give you. I will gingerly, and I mean gingerly, give you the Asiago cheese mainly because the hole in the middle goes away, and everything bagel is still a normal bagel that just has a lot of stuff on the top of it. It's still just a bagel.
Yeah. You're right.
Okay, also, the issue. I want to make sure this gets stated. The issue was never the flavor. The issue is the ridiculous amount of bread that you eat per bite. That's the problem.
It's
here.
so dry.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me guess. Do you just dip it in cream
Nothing.
cheese? Then
No.
just
okay, that I have done.
When-
That's when I'm super
like cream
lazy.
cheese spread?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you just dip
No.
the ends in.
When I say eat it like a donut,
Yeah, we know.
I eat it like a donut, nothing else.
Do you at least hold it with a napkin?
No.
Okay, hold on. What kind of bagel?
I honestly don't know. Ones with like blueberry raisin, normal, whatever.
Who eats?
You
raisin?
take just a normal,
Yeah.
plain, generic ass.
Yeah.
Wait, are we
Almond
talking
bagel.
fresh baked? Are we talking like the crap like shelf stock?
I honestly don't know because I don't buy the bagels. They were just there at work.
6 to 1, half dozen the other, as far as I'm concerned.
Because if they're fresh baked,
Wait,
it's soft.
hold on.
So I could still like I could accept that. I just love that this is all at work.
Yeah.
Hold on. This is why that matters. Typically, when you get bagels and stuff at work, are they not pre-cut, or are they pre-cut?
I'm actively ignoring that.
New topic. I'm gonna lose my. The fact that it is actually pre-cut, you're like, I don't even care, and you still eat it. Like, it was almost okay if like they weren't pre-cut, but if they are pre-cut, you're an animal.
And they're
I can't
are they
deal
at
with
least
this.
offering some spread? And you're just like, wait. Okay, now I'm more mad that the place of employment doesn't offer like spreads.
Oh no,
for
there's
it.
spreads.
No, there was there. I just don't use it.
Gotta get that sweet pimento one from Panera. So good.
That or the smoked salmon from.
I don't like
what is it?
salmon, though.
Well, then
People do say good things
Yeah.
about some bagels,
bagels and lox, baby.
Yeah.
With a little bit of caper on it.
You're messed up.
Yes.
This is also the Nick that I think, like, right when we turned 21, we had a LAN, and we're like, okay, cool, I got, like, generic beer, blah, blah, cool. And Nick's like, I got this gallon of chocolate milk and vodka, let's go. And I'm like, you are gonna be dead.
Let's get to curdling.
Worth. So yeah, Steve, you wanted to fight?
Yeah.
I want to fight about this bagel nonsense.
All right, let's more things.
I've known you for almost 30 years, and I never knew that you bit a bagel like a donut.
Yeah. Yes. That's my defense. Just yes.
I mean, I'll
I
say
get
like
if you're home alone and you're like, don't care, but if the
Like,
bagel's already
desperation.
cut, just open it up.
I will say, like, it's like maybe half and half overall in the history of eating bagels at work, were they pre-cut or not. But regardless, I don't care.
Nick's like, I'm equal opportunity. I'm gonna eat a whole regardless. I don't care.
give me that bread.
Yeah, I'm not going to waste time putting spread on it. Let me just eat the damn thing and go back to work.
You don't know the point of a bagel,
No,
obviously.
I don't.
We need to get this man to New York City as soon as possible. We need to go to Brooklyn. We're gonna go to some bagel shops and we're gonna have
Just so
you
Nick
eat-
eats, he's like, hey, what the hell you doing?
Get him out of here!
I'm making bagels over here.
Some little old Jewish man comes out and just starts beating you with a broom.
Sounds about right.
For disrespecting the bagel.
No bagel for you.
Yes.
Jesus.
Life ban from eating bagels across the states.
We need to have a food
Banned
episode, apparently.
Banned from New York City for not eating bagels properly.
Oh, my God.
Worth.
So how do you eat donuts then? Like a bagel? Do you cut it in half?
I insert it in my mouth and chew.
The whole
that
thing? Just
I do love a good.
I do love
There was a hiccup that was going
slurping
on.
the cream out of a Boston cream.
Hold on. There was a thing a while ago where I want to say it was Brugger's Bagels was essentially made a bagel, but it was donut flavored, so they were called Brugger's Party Bagels. But they were like donut flavors, but it was a bagel.
I don't. Why? What?
Yeah. Brugger's Party Bagels.
I mean, bagels are just day-old donuts anyways.
no, they're called Brugger's Party. Hold on. I'm going to find it. It's Brugger's Party Bagels, though.
Well, he's looking up that quick hits. Marvel's Loki got a release date of June 11th.
Hell
it was
yeah.
originally supposed to be in May,
Oh.
but we have confirmation that Bad Batch is going to come out May the 4th.
All right,
so
don't say
that's
anymore.
probably why Loki got moved.
You can't get it no more.
What flavors were there?
I don't know. It's not on their website anymore.
Oh, that's lame.
Maybe it wasn't Brugger.
Could it have been Einstein Bros?
Einstein Bagels introduces Party Bagels.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
They're just bagels with sprinkles.
This is how Nick would exist.
Let's see. We're powering up the TV.
We're doing
Slowly dying of rigor mortis as the TV warms up.
this. Nick, should we do the thing? Boing. Wah!
Actually, perfect timing for today's sponsor. It's
Open.
Whoa. Yep, there it is. Ew.
It's literally...
It's just a donut cut in half.
No, it's a party bagel. Shut up.
I'd eat that.
Yeah, this
See, what
this
I
was made for Nick.
Yeah.
Churro bagel? The hell is this? Starts with a donut. It's a donut.
We wanted to bring a bit of fun to the breakfast
It's
table.
not a bagel. That's a donut. It clearly says it's a donut.
Party bagels are a sweet treat done with Einstein Bros Bagels way. I like to say, if bagels were having a family reunion, the fun cousin just showed up. You can shut up, Chad Thompson, chief head of culinary innovation.
What?
Party bagels.
Anyways, what I was gonna say is, Nick, if you were given I could understand it if you were given like one of the cinnamon sugar bagels, because that's just a dry donut at that point. Dry donut.
Dry drum rock.
I just don't want to talk about this anymore.
No, I want to keep going.
I want a
Steve
whole.
wants a fight.
We need a whole food episode at this point in time.
Yeah,
obviously,
We'll call it food fights,
so original.
right? I thought it was gonna be called "We Torture Nick with Food."
No, that's a whole different thing.
That's episode 2 of Sip and Tear. It's just we make Nick drink hot sauce.
Oh, no.
Sip and tears the food.
Even I won't do that.
Food video, and then some eating alliteration is
despair.
where we drink beer.
Eat in despair.
Eat in despair.
We can just do jalapeno based beers.
Oh
No.
gosh.
Yep.
I'd rather eat a bagel normal.
Okay, I got to be real clear about something.
Fine.
I had one of those at one of the beer fests a couple years ago. I had some habanero
They suck.
mango beer. It was the worst thing I've ever had, and it's the only time I've ever said to someone while drinking, it's like, this is awful.
I have a mango habanero whiskey downstairs that is horrible, and that's like the punishment shot.
Oh,
It starts out great, it ends bad.
see,
I'd rather just get a tapper.
You might.
yeah.
But again, that's why it's the punishment
Are
shot.
you sure though?
Yes.
It's a punishment shot.
I had somebody brought in a bottle of jalapeno infused tequila.
That sounds terrible.
And it was weird because we were talking about oh yeah, I don't mind a spicy whiskey, meaning the general whiskey spice. He took that as meaning, oh, you like infused things. So he was like, hey, you got to try this. He pours a little bit. So I take a sip and I'm like, oh, what is this, tequila? He's like, yeah, it's infused. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And then you get the heat and it's like, that's the stupidest thing. You're drinking mace at that point.
Sounds hot. That Steve dies.
Yep.
Yep. Just
what I did.
remembering it.
Oh, and then there's a pepper-infused cigar.
No.
That is the stupidest thing I've ever tried. I didn't know it was that because my dad decided to play a prank on me. And I'm so good.
Dude.
I'm like Joker, baby.
I'm
I'm a Joker, baby.
Yes. But I remember I put it up to my lips. I'm like, okay, there's something in this that, it's like there's some tobacco that just naturally has a numbing effect. So I'm like, oh, this must have come from a field that had a lot of lithium. That's usually what that means.
Like batteries?
Yes.
Lithium ion cigars.
Yes.
Oh, God.
You light it up. It gets you going.
Charges you for the day.
Yep. So I'm puffing on it and maybe get like an inch into the cigar. And I put it down and I'm like, something's not right. So I take a sip of water and that made it worse because it took all the oils from my lip, brought it into my mouth. And because it was smoke, it was literally you're macing yourself. You're just inhaling tear gas. I don't know why.
Then you rush the Capitol.
Yes. That's exactly what you do.
That's how you prepare yourself.
The Division.
Do you guys like Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yes.
Did you see this news that happened today?
Maybe.
So
They're doing a sequel to the movie. It's awesome.
The original creators have started a new studio called Avatar Studios and have signed a deal with Paramount.
Oh, that's why they left the Netflix series.
Correct.
Wait.
So the original guys, Dave and Mike, I want to say, have left to create Avatar Studios, and they just signed a deal with Paramount Plus to bring new Avatar: Last Airbender content.
But I thought, wait, okay.
What?
So Netflix still is doing the live action.
This isn't live action. This is the
I know. I'm
animation.
trying to bring him up to
I
speed.
thought the Netflix thing was animated.
No.
Live action.
Ew.
I think there were talks of starting a animated or something else,
That must have been what
or like follow Kyoshi. But this is probably more of what people want.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now that makes more sense why they left the Netflix project, because this is way better and also way more in their wheelhouse anyways of actually controlling the animation compared to, I guess, more in an advisory role for the live action. So, I don't know. That'd be interesting. Definitely more reasons for Paramount Plus, but they really need to prove themselves.
As long as they have all of Rocco's Modern Life and Real Monsters.
They're redoing Rugrats.
Apparently, they're going back to Nickelodeon.
What? Well, that's Paramount Plus, isn't that?
Well, Nickelodeon's part of Paramount. Apparently, like the studio is directly related to Nickelodeon again, but it's still the two of them.
All right.
Dedicated to After, which will include a new feature-length film and other projects.
Ooh.
There's a lot in that universe that they could do.
Avatar's dope.
Yeah.
It's always been like it's been on my list of things that I need to like actually watch, but I've never actually gotten around to it.
I have Last Airbender on DVD and Korra on Blu-ray if you need either of them.
It's on Netflix at the moment. I'm good.
There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you to Echo Strike for the use of our theme song, Clear Pass, off the album Echo Strike.
And on that note, good evening, everyone.
Oh, I did the thing.
Let the feeling go, it's all universal principles. It's time to lose control and get a little emotional. It's ending now, but hold on.